Sophie Santos, and you better buckle up your Birkenstocks, ladies, because we've got big plans. Now, guys, if you've never seen the show before, basically the idea is we take credit for anything and everything lesbian. And the goal is to make anything and everything lesbian. You got it? Okay, good. So this is actually our first digital show. This is our very first digital show. I'm really excited. I'm also really excited because I get to do this from the comfort of my own home. So it's a big win for me. And even when we can get out of our bunkers, I'm just going to keep doing live shows from here because this is my domain and this feels fucking great, right? So we've all been obviously quarantining, or at least I hope everyone's been quarantining. And quarantining is obviously, getting to a lot of people, but I do think that lesbians are doing it the best, right? It's in our blood, babe. We've been doing it since fucking day one. We've been doing it before quarantine was a hashtag on Twitter. This is us. But I am actually really obsessed with the straight couples that have been quarantining. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? This is crazy because I'm literally talking to myself. But I'm assuming that you're all nodding at home and saying, yes, Sophie, we do know what you're talking about. Basically, in March, obviously, before the pandemic hit, people were dating, like they were. And they had to decide when the lockdown happened, do we either break up or do we move in? There was only two options. And I kid you not, I have 3 separate friends who have moved in with their significant other after only a couple of weeks and are still dating to this point. So that means they're U-hauling. That means they're lesbians. And so let's all give them a round of applause, right? Give a round of applause to all of our new lesbians. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing okay. I mean, every day's the fucking same. But I am gayer than I have ever been. I just recently bought a plant, and I think you can see it in the corner of my screen. I bought a fucking plant. I joined a farm share with my girlfriend, and now we're eating things like Celtus and dandelion greens, which, guys, please, for the love of God, sound off in the comments if you know what those things are. I don't know how to cook them. I feel like I'm eating grass, but I do feel healthier. So please let me know what the fuck those things are. And I think we're going to adopt a cat. My mom's actually watching, and yes, I can afford it. So thank you, Mom. But yeah, I guess it's time to get down to business, right? You came here because of the lesbian agenda. And despite COVID-19, despite having to tackle white supremacy, despite having to defund the police department, despite Rachel Weisz still dating Daniel Craig, the lesbian agenda is stronger than ever, guys. A couple of news things that have happened. Batwoman, they recently just recast the part. It's the stunning Javicia Leslie. And yes, that happened because of our agenda. We did that. Second time's the charm. The Supreme Court recently just said that workplace discrimination against LGBTQ plus individuals is illegal, which, first of all, I don't know why it took so fucking long, but we also can't, okay, so we can take all credit for it. Amy Stevens was the pioneer behind workplace equality, but we would like to think that she did it with lesbian spirit. So good job, us. And finally, cottagecore lesbians are thriving on TikTok. If you're not aware, there's this sub-community called cottagecore, and it's basically lesbians and queer women just living out their fantasy of going to the woods, reading by a pond, strolling arm in arm in Beacon, and we are behind that. So we are behind the lesbian TikTok community. We're not behind all the other stuff that's going on with TikTok, but we are behind that. And those are all the cool things that we accomplished. And it happened from home, if you can even believe it. Okay, guys. So, well, before we kick off the show, I just want to say tonight we are raising money for an amazing cause. It's for the Emergency Release Fund. And basically, it's an organization that helps LGBTQ plus individuals and medically vulnerable individuals out of Rikers and ICE detention. I love this organization, and we are going to have the donation link up the entire show. So it's very easy. The link is in our bio on our Instagram at the Lesbian Agenda Show. But also, if you got into the show via Eventbrite, there was a donation link right there. Anything goes a long way. You know, even $1 will go a long way. So without further ado, I think we should do the show. I feel you guys saying, Sophie, let's fucking do the show. So your first guest is amazing. She is been the lesbian correspondent so many times. You've seen her on HBO. She is a plant spirit guide. Please give it up for Jessica Henderson. Jessica Henderson is coming on. Here we go. Oh yeah. Connected. Hi.
Guys. I was like, oh, it's me. And then she has her silk cap on. I was like, oh, it's me. And then I clicked out of my email and then it clicked out of everything.
I'm obsessed. You look amazing. The plants are everything.
I'm giving you quarantine hair protection.
Yes.
Skincare.
Yes.
And silk.
Absolutely. You look beautiful. I'm going to let you do your thing, but before you do your thing, I just have to ask, Jessica, what is the most lesbian thing you've done in the
This quarantine?
Yeah. I know there's a lot.
Oh my God. Adopt a matching cat to my girlfriend. She also has a tuxedo cat.
Yes. That's good. That's it. That's all we needed. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to send you off into the internet and I'm going to go. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I have you now, all to myself.
Well, that's scary. Honestly, is it scary or is it like, or is it scarier than like what's happening right now? Because what's happening right now is insane. First and foremost, this is a fucking quarantine and I cannot imagine just doing a set of comedy and like making white people laugh. So we're going to get some education. First and foremost, Alexa, set a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, starting now.
I refuse to unpack the fact that I have Alexa. I didn't buy it. Someone bought it for me and now I use the bitch. Okay, so I would just like to start talking about some things that I feel like we need to have little call-ins about. First and foremost, all of you people quarantining without plants. I bet you feel silly. Plants are amazing. And everyone needs them in our dry ass city apartments, okay? Another thing that I can't with is, I don't know if it's a coinky dink. Oh, wow. I had you on the ceiling for like 2 seconds. I don't know if it's a coinky dink, but every single person I see not wearing a mask is a straight white man. I cannot unpack that. Or maybe we can unpack that. Also, I would like to talk about the following plants that have the fucking nerve to not grow properly in my house. I give them everything. Oh, I feel like I'm frozen. Am I frozen? I'm not talking to anyone. If I am, what an interesting journey to be on together. You're getting like the flip book version of my performance. Okay, so this is, oh my God, I'm on my laptop and you can't see it. This, part of my whole performance is just gonna be me gasping, trying to figure out where I put the screen. I'm back. Okay, you know what? We're not going to talk bad about her because that was Spirit. That was Spirit coming in and telling me not to talk shit about any of my plans. So we're not going to talk shit about any of my plans, okay? We're just going to talk about the ones that we love right now. Going on a journey. You guys, I love this plant so much. It fucks me up every time I look at it. And when you see this plant, it should make you want other plants. And if it doesn't, then there's something wrong with you. What the fuck? It's a begonia. It's a motherfucking begonia. And something that people don't know about begonias is that you can take a begonia and cut it in half and a whole new plant will grow from the fucking leaf. And I just want all of us to take a collective moment and acknowledge what we would do if we were able to cut ourselves in half and start fucking over. Look, I'm sweating. My silk cap is making me sweat. Alexa, how much time do we have?
You have 1 minute and 20 seconds left on your 5-minute timer.
I mean, she is definitely a part of the problem, but she's super fucking handy. I mean, what can you say? Okay, I'm gonna close out my set with a hello from my cat, Mezcal, who's a little camera shy. Let's see if he'll say hi. You say hi, puppy. Say hi. Mezcal is fully disassociating, and I feel like now that is my time. You guys were amazing. Thank you so much for having me. Happy quarantining.
Wow. This was great.
Oh my God. So I just leave? Do I just press the leave button?
I honestly don't know, but I do want to say a couple things to you really quickly.
Yes.
First of all, when you set your alarm, my Alexa also decided to set a 5-minute timer. So, it really is a gay, I mean, Alexa's a gay woman. Like, she's
Alexa,
direct.
are you gay?
I just think of everyone as friends.
Oh, no.
What a lame answer. Honestly, update that for Pride. Update that. Update it.
I might honestly have to destroy her tonight. I might actually destroy her. Yeah, I guess we just leave. This is great. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I love you so much. Bye.
I love you too. Bye. Wow. Look at that. And just like that, it's just me and my couch. Guys, I also have to say the plant that I talked about earlier, Jessica Henderson picked out that plant for me. I went to Harlem. We went on a journey. I told her I wanted a vine plant. I don't know why. I just wanted it to, I wanted the drape effect, right? And she helped me get it. She has her own plant business. So please follow her on Plant Spirit Medicine. It's on Instagram. And she can help you come up with a care package for your plant. Now, side note, she came up with a care package for mine, and I just don't know what I'm doing. So I think it's alive, and I'm just gonna say, Jessica, I think it's alive, and I love you, and it really has enhanced my quarantine experience. So she's right. So she's right. She's always right. All right. Now we're done talking about plants for a moment. I'm gonna bring on another friend of mine. You've seen her all around town. You've seen her all around the Zooms. She was and been so many comedy festivals, New York Comedy Festival being one of them, and she's a great friend. Please give it up for SAMI SCHWAEBER. And Sammy's coming on. She's coming on. This is the music portion because we don't have it anymore. Just resume. She's coming on. Mammy is coming on right now. Sammy is coming on right now. I think she's coming on right now. She's connecting to the
and she's-
audio. Wow. Wow. Huge. Huge. Can't believe it.
This is huge.
Did you hear my little song for you?
I didn't hear the song, so you're gonna have to repeat it.
No, it's fine. You can watch it back later.
You're gonna have to repeat it if you care about me.
Well, I just said Sammy's coming on right now. Right? That feels good.
Yeah, feels good.
Feels real good. All right. Well,
Sophie.
I have hello. Welcome. I have to ask you as the leader of our lesbian agenda troop, what is the yep, look behind you. I'm right there too. I'm right there. What is the most lesbian thing that you've done? Over core, not your life.
Oh, what is the most lesbian thing I've done so far?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I also signed up for like a farmer's market package that comes every week, and that was exciting for me, and I don't know what anything is, but
Okay. Well,
that too. Not to steal yours, but
no,
we are alike.
we are, but you did steal it, but it's okay. It's fine.
Oh,
All
my
right.
neck.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off the fucking screen because this is your time.
All right, great. It's a joy.
It's a pleasure. Okay. Bye.
Bye, Sophie. Hey, everybody. This is the reason why you've seen me on so many Zooms is actually because Zoom virtual shows were like my biggest dream before this happened. I've never wanted to be, when I imagined my life, all I could imagine was, I hope I get on comedy shows on Zoom. And it's really paid off. I've got to try like new material and stuff and not hear any response back. My audio gets to mute and I get to really figure out like, how strong am I? How much can I handle? Okay. Yeah, I think like coronavirus has taught me a lot of things, right? Just this whole process has taught me a lot of things. And one of the biggest ones is I'm not just anxious. That's not all of who I am. I'm also depressed. Okay. There's my landlord is right outside. Should I invite him in? Okay. It's so, I don't even care if you guys, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, it would be a miracle, I think, if I got discovered via a Zoom show. Can you imagine? My manager doesn't text me back for weeks, but I get discovered in Zoom tonight through the Lesbian Agenda. Can you? 23 watch. One of you 23 better be, let's see, anyone famous here? Absolutely bless. Nope. No one's gonna comment. Okay. Well, anyway, so I'm gonna sing a song for you guys, and it's about mental health because mine is a piece of shit. But during coronavirus, I actually, I called my psychiatrist and I said to her, I don't know if I need to change my meds or not, but I'm feeling really shitty. Like, what do you think I should do? And she said, I don't think that there's anything left to do, but it would help if you get a dog. So, is she gonna kill herself? Is she? I'm gonna make way to the piano and I'm gonna sing about mental health issues. Yay. Yay. Raise your hand if you also have mental health issues. I was driving down the highway with the wind in my hair, listening to some music without a care. And as I'm heading over the bridge, here comes a thought. With a flick of a wrist, I could just fling myself off. That's why I'm on Zoloft. 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 As I'm ordering my salad, I overhear a woman talking about her girlfriend. But she's really talking about a friend that's a girl she ain't considering a lesbian. And as I'm paying for my $15 $19.99 salad because of the extra croutons. A voice comes into my mind. What if one day I wake up and my memory's gone? That's why I'm on Zoloft. 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 I wish I could be one of those girls who do recreational cocaine, but instead I am one of those girls who think she OD'd on ibuprofen. Yeah. Lady, I'm crazy. Lady, I'm crazy. I feel like a bad person singing in this voice, but that's because I never met a good person who had this voice. One day I wanna shave off all my hair, cause fuck it. But then I'm afraid if I do, I'm gonna look like a fucking muppet. That's why I'm on Zoloft. That's why I'm on Zoloft. 150 milligrams of fucking Zoloft and Klonopin. If you're at home, I want you to put your hands together for my 5th grade voice teacher, Susan Terry, okay? Susan Terry, she was on Broadway, she'll never let you forget it. Fucking Susan Terry's on Zoloft. Thank you very much. This has been an absolute pleasure. Can your song Red Flags next? I wish, but I gotta go. Oh, that's so sweet though. Oh, Stephanie, that's so sweet.
Wow.
All right, Sophie, it was a joy. Kiss me on the lips.
Right. We get, wow.
So
Wow, she just leaves me just like that. I put myself out there vulnerably and she's gone. That was great. Everyone give a round of applause. Everyone do the hand 5 emoji, the clapping emoji, excuse me, the hand 5, that clapping emoji on YouTube. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it rolling. And so we're just in New York, right? We're in New York. I'm in New York. We're gonna take a little trip. We're gonna take a little trip over to California, baby. California, baby. This is actually a good thing, right? The pandemic's not a good thing, but because we're in the pandemic, we have to make the most of it. And now we can have California comics on the show by doing an online show. So up next, she performed all over a bunch of festivals, All Jane Comedy Festival, San Francisco Sketchfest. Please put your hands together for Dom Gelin. Woo! This is my California dance. Here we go. Dom, here we go. Dom.
Doing it. We're here. Is my video on? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going great. We've never really met before, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited to meet you too, even though it's virtually. Still counts.
It does still count, and I'm so pumped that you're doing this show. How are you are you actually in San Francisco right now?
I'm in Oakland. You're seeing my fucking dingy ass closet that just doesn't have covers, so now everybody just knows what my room looks like.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're getting intimate, you know.
Yeah, we have to. You're seeing my couch that cost $200. It's all. We're all getting very intimate. I do have to ask what is the most lesbian
I've done? Well, I guess it's twofold. One, I've stopped wearing bras to Zoom shows. Hello. And and I've installed shelves around my room. So like this guy was not here before. And there are now 3 or 4 other floating shelves now around my room as I attempt to declutter. So this is the closest I've come to becoming a carpenter, being the kind of carpenter that, that Bette Porter could cheat on Tina with. I don't know.
Wow. We're really going back. We're
going way back.
Good reference.
Thank you.
I love that you brought up the L word, and I love you brought up that specific character, which I think we all think about at least once a week, right?
yeah, just, I mean, I think she was one of the first people I saw wear overalls with like nothing under.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. And she's like, you can't, I can. And I was like,
Yeah.
bet. So
Exactly. Well, listen, I'm gonna give you the stage. I'm gonna give you the
Sure.
screen. I'm gonna
Thank
go
you.
into the internet. And Dom Jellin, everybody.
Yay! Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Great. You want to know something interesting that's happened to me as we all like adjust to quarantine? Is I'm learning how to get real fancy with stuff. So, for example, there's a microphone, and now I think I can boom. I don't know if this is actually making. I think it's making a difference, but I can't actually hear it. So I'm gonna go with your word on that one. And we'll pretend that this is like a normal comedy show / podcast / is it? Nothing's real. I don't know. I'm trying to make the best of this quarantine, and it's manifested itself in different ways. For example, I now enjoy going over to like white guilt Twitter, which is my favorite place to be. You guys don't use the white guilt hashtag, but it would be super helpful if you did. No, you guys use hashtags that are like hire Black writers, which it's cool. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, I'm glad this is happening, but it's definitely like sometimes you'll peruse some of these hashtags and it's just like a white lady who's like, oh my God, I've never read a script from a Black person before. Please send me your scripts. And a part of me is like, I'm very skeptical, but another part of me is like, I know you charge like $200 an hour to do this. So like, if you're willing to do it for free, then go for it. And you know what? It's been good. It's been helpful for me. I don't know. It's one of those things where somebody's like, do you feel bad that you're, and I'm like, no, I don't actually. So thank you very much. There are other instances where I'm like trying to responsibly navigate things. And for a while I was like, maybe I could just use this as an opportunity to, to expand my sexual horizons. And so I was like, I'm going to try sexting. Turns out I'm not good at sexting, but that's only because I am very good at logistics, and those are mutually exclusive, as it turns out. No, here's what I did. I was like, I'm going to try sexting, and I Googled which apps to use first. I did it on an incognito window because I was raised Catholic. I found one and I downloaded it onto my phone, and I gotta say, this app was so committed to anonymity that when you join, you can't even upload an avatar. Like, it just assigns one to you, which is how I became a mouse. I was just a mouse talking to a giraffe. All right, not ideal. And I also just I was very short-sighted when I did this because I ultimately downloaded the app at like 6:25 or whatever, and I knew that I had a call at 7, but then I was like, I don't need 35 minutes. I know how efficient I can be. Anyway, but like, so I joined this app, and I'm a mouse, and they have all these chat rooms when you get in there, because it's designed by somebody who's like 95. And so there's like 30 plus, 40 plus. There's one that's like just Canadians, which I assume they're just like apologizing to each other until somebody comes, and good for them, super happy for them. But eventually I find the gay chat room, and I'm like, cool. So then I get in there, and when you get in there, you stay for like a hot second, and then somebody DMs you. And when they DM you, the first thing to do is to like establish the ground rules, right? Which is like how I realized that choking is still very much a thing. And no judgment if you're into that. I just happen to know that like my kink is breathing. So you know what I mean? Like, I think I've accepted that I'm into vanilla sex. Like, when I think about like the missionary position, I'm like, what's nice about that? Being held. So it just kind of depends on the vibe. But then I was like, it's not like this person's like actually in my house. Fuck it, we'll go with it. Yeah, sure, choking. Let's go for the gold, we're getting started, and then they were like, I'm already hard, and I know that there are, all sorts of lesbians, but I did want to double check just in case. And it turns out that yes, I was in the gay chat room, but I was also in the gay chat room for gay men. So that was my bad. And so then I realized like, oh, I've made this mistake, and it's not this person's fault. And so I was like, I don't know, like, maybe I should just like pretend to be a gay man getting this gay man off, because it's definitely my fault but then I was like, You know what? It's actually 6:53 and I have to go. I have a call at 7. I can't be, so I left. Not really that great of a track record when it comes to sexting. Very humbling experience. And, you know, I'm also just not, I got a fish is what I'm not that the two are related. I'm not like molesting my fish. I'm just saying I have different ways to occupy my time now. I got a fish. I named him Eugene. And I watch him swim around. I got, my friend got him a pineapple, like a SpongeBob pineapple. That's his house. And Eugene's a charmer, and Eugene helps me with all sorts of writing projects. And we've been trying to be productive that way, you know? So this quarantine, it's about growth. You know, I know things are shitty, but thankfully shows like this, you know, like they make certain parts of the day less shitty. So I really appreciate it. And I'm really grateful to Sophie and to Amy for having me on. So thank you all so much, and sending you lots of love. Bye. Or maybe Sophie's coming back. I don't know.
I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Wow, I'm back.
What a journey.
What a journey that was. I think you were quoted on the comments. My kink is breathing. I'm obsessed.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
I also would love to tell you that Irene said that she hated that character, that L word character. So we're going to unpack that.
That she hated it, or that I hated it? Because I do hate that Porter.
No, I think well, you know what? I don't know. I think she means Candace. I think she means Candace the Carpenter.
Oh, yeah. You should let Irene talk about that. Irene and I have like several email threads about both the old L word and the new L word. And so you guys have fun with that.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to let you go, but it was such a pleasure. I'm so glad we got to meet, and I hope we get to meet in IRL eventually.
Yes, very soon. Stay safe. Nice meeting you.
You too. All right. Bye-bye. Wow. Just like that. Okay, guys. Well, this is we're kind of moving along here. So it's a pretty quick show. Before we get into the next comic, I just wanted to talk about something, and that is the lesbian flag. So there was some controversy. There was actually a lot of controversy over Pride Month. Basically, Google hired an artist to design a portrait, like the portrait that goes on the homepage, on the Google homepage. And they commissioned this artist, and it was for Marsha P. Johnson. It was to dedicate for Marsha P. Johnson and the Black Lives Matter movement. And it was absolutely stunning. I mean, the image was beautiful, and it was such a beautiful message. But when you like looked at the image, there was like a bunch of flags, like all the different types of flags within the LGBTQ plus community. And lesbians were quick to point out that the lesbian flag wasn't there. Now, here's the tea. Here's the tea, guys. The lesbian flag is very problematic. You know, it's rooted in racism and transphobia. The creator of it is extremely problematic. And so, you know, obviously that they couldn't include it. However, when they didn't include anything, it just made lesbians, instead of replacing it with something else, it just kind of made lesbians feel like we were being erased, which is also a problem, right? We've got two problems over here. So all that being said, you know, rather than put up a hateful flag, which none of us want to get behind, but rather not, you know, be in the space and not be included at all, the lesbian agenda, get this, has created our own flag that we think lesbians can get behind. We think this is what everyone wants. And if you want to unveil it now, this is the new lesbian flag, everybody. Well, yes, there it is. Audre Lorde riding a fucking unicorn. I mean, listen, I think it's really good. I think this could be our new thing. I also would love to know if there's anyone out there who can help us design it better, because it clearly does need help. But if you guys are into it, please sound off in the comments and let us know if you think this should be the new lesbian flag. All right, that's my spiel. Okay, well, after that, okay, I got an LOL. That's good. All right, well, the jury's still out. I guess we might not ever have a flag. But if you do like it, let me know. If you hate it, also let me know. Okay, so our final comic of the night is also from California, incredibly talented. I saw this comic perform when I was in LA. She is has all these accolades, but including being Vulture's comedian to know in 2019. This is IRENE Tu. Everyone welcome IRENE Tu to the Lesbian Agenda. And she's coming in the, here we go, connecting to audio. Here we go. Here we go. IRENE. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Good. Wait, have we also not met before?
You know what? We met really quickly.
Oh no, we did. We met at Dynasty?
We did.
Yeah, afterwards, I think.
At the restaurant. It was like a
Yeah,
restaurant
yeah.
bar
It was
thing?
like, yeah, it was like some show, and then there was another comedian that like introduced us or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So we
yeah,
met.
that's fun.
That feels like 2 years ago.
That's why I like forgot. And I was like, oh yeah, back when there were live shows.
Back when we were
That's
able
what
to
we met.
perform.
know.
Well, it's great to see you. I really appreciate you doing the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I got a little confused with how the streaming thing would work, but yeah, I got it now. We figured it out.
You know what? We also had no idea what we were doing. We're we're figuring it out along the way. I did want to ask you though, I do have to ask, what is the most lesbian thing you've done during the core?
Oh, well, I will tell you is I emailed my ex-girlfriend and
Ooh.
I was like, can we be friends? That's very gay, right?
Wow. Yeah, that's gay and very heavy. I love that.
Sure. Yeah, I just felt like I had to. I've gotten to that part in quarantine where I've just started apologizing to everyone I've ever met. So
I think we're actually the same person, because I had the conversation with my girlfriend, my current girlfriend, being like, I think I need to email my ex-girlfriend. And she was like, okay, well, glad we're really opening up to each other here. And I'm like, I just feel really guilty. I'm always in my head. So
yeah. And then what did your current girlfriend say? And what did the ex-girlfriend say?
I haven't done it yet.
Oh, you haven't done it yet.
Yes.
Got it. This is all hypothetical.
This is all hypothetical. I thought about it, but now that you've done it,
I mean,
I take your lead.
I'm not saying that it will go well necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, she responded. I was shocked, but yeah, that was definitely the gayest thing I've done.
Well, I love that, and we probably will talk after the show about it. But I do want to give you the floor. I want to give you the screen time. So take it away, IRENE Tu, everybody.
Yay! Thank you guys so much for having me. And it is weird to just talk to myself on this, but we'll do our best. I'm gonna try and like just slightly view the live stream while I'm talking to the black box and see if that helps. It's not helping yet. Yeah, I emailed my ex-girlfriend because all bets are off at this point. All right. I've considered shaving my head. My hair looks like a mess. I don't look gay anymore. I know people have different hairstyles or what, like my haircut just looks extra gay and now it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like the only people that are going to have a job after all of this is over are therapists. So if you want job security, just become a therapist. You don't even have to be good at it. Everyone needs it really bad. I have considered going to therapy, but honestly, I've thought about my problem so much that I think I figured it out. Like I think I know what's wrong with me. I don't need therapy. Like I just need to tell other people what's wrong with me. Just like therapize myself. That's how that works. I've never gone. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I have apologized to a lot of people. Still work on it. So if you're friends with me, you'll get one at some point. And if you don't receive an apology from me by the end of the year, were we ever friends? I don't think so. So I don't know. What else has happened? Oh, I'm currently on my 5th period in quarantine. Like I'm bleeding again. I don't know how this is this is not okay. And each period just gets worse and worse. Like I've used 6 tampons since 10 a.m. It's 5 p.m. What's happening? I don't know. My body's just rejecting me. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just my it's just like shedding everything. It's like everyone's dying. Let's just kill all of these eggs at one time. I did actually try dating during quarantine for one day. I tried, and then I was like, never mind. This is too depressing. Like, I downloaded a couple dating apps, and they're all bad. I'm just gonna say that right now. They're all bad. And everyone on a dating app right now, like, their bio just says, I'm here because quarantine and, you know, screw it, whatever. I have nothing better. Like, that's every single person's bio. And also every girl on there who's a lesbian or bi or in a couple that's looking for a third. I don't know. Anyone who's like even remotely a lady and might be into ladies owns a dog. Like, Hinge is just a virtual dog park. Okay. If you want to see a lot of photos of ladies with dogs, go on Hinge. But if you want to date somebody without a dog, you can't. All right. So then I deleted every app. I did get on also Raya. That made me feel cool for 2 seconds. That's like the celebrity dating app. And that was the worst app of all of them. Yeah, nobody writes anything about them. They live who knows where, and it costs $10 a month. So I have to be on it for 27 more days to get my money's worth. Yeah, I paid. I got to stay on it. I want to delete it so bad. But every day I'm like, I got to get these $7 worth of swipe lefts. I've swiped right on nobody. So, but you do get to pick a song. Yeah, unlike the other apps, you get to pick one song that really encapsulates who you are. And people are like, yeah, I want to date this person because they like this Kanye West song. Like, what? It's insane. What else? I'm quarantined with my mom and my grandparents, which is fun. Yeah, didn't realize my whole family was racist till now. So I really regret not protesting, because I was trying not to go out and get COVID and kill everybody. Now I'm like, I'm not doing my part for the movement. So that joke's dark, but I can't even tell if you guys laugh. So like, who cares? I could have bombed. Nobody knows. I don't also remember what time I started this app. So we'll say I have a few minutes left. Oh, I also have the worst part about all of this, the pandemic, besides that we're all stuck inside and people are dying, is that people have been being like extra racist, right? So for a while, people were calling it the Chinese virus, which is also what I call my yeast infection. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has one, but I have had one for the last 3 years. Yep. Yeah, it's just part of my personality now, Like, that's just how I introduce myself to people. I'm like, hi, I'm Irene. I'm itchy. It's a fun little fact about me. But I did go get it checked out a few times. And I'm not just like, screw it, I have a yeast infection. I got it checked out. But every time I went, I had a male gynecologist. Like, I've had 4 male gynecologists. I'm pretty sure that's why I still have it. And I'm just going to say right now, I don't think that should be legal. Okay. I don't think men should be allowed to be gynecologists. Like, I think it's always creepy. I've never had a male gynecologist be creepy to me, but I also don't know that for a fact, right? Like, men just get boners while they're sleeping. And then I'm supposed to believe that you're professionally examining me right now and you're not getting a boner? Like, I don't buy it, okay? It's just science. Also, yeah, it's always like straight men, right? It's like, it feels extra creepy. And I know they're straight because they tell me about their wife and kids immediately. I'm like, I didn't ask. I feel like you're overcompensating, right? Like, I would be way more comfortable if my gynecologist was a gay man, right? But I would also question why you chose that as a career. Like, just pick the thing that you like, Be a colonoscopist, obviously. I do like imagining that there's like one gay male gynecologist out there and he just like hates his job. He's like, ugh, I just do this for the money. Like, this is my day job. But at night, my real passion. Butt stuff. I don't know how sex works. So anyways, that's going to be it for me. I've been Irene Tu. I think Sophie's going to come back and we're going to talk about my questionable life choices.
Hey.
That
was great.
Oh, I really can't tell like how it's going because I'm like, I also can't read the chat when I'm like talking to the thing. So I'm like trying to time it out. I'm like, who knows? You know, I could just be talking to truly nobody.
Yeah. Well, this is my first time doing a Zoom show, so I feel that hard. I keep being like, well, I'm just gonna make a hard eye contact and then just move on.
But the problem is like if I'm making eye contact with like I'm trying to like make eye contact with whoever's viewing the screen, it just ends up me staring at me.
Yeah, exactly. No, I've been looking at myself the whole time. I don't know who else to look. I don't know.
I don't know where to look. And then I don't want to look at me because then I'm like, ooh, judging what I'm doing. And then I'm like, ooh, you've got bad posture. Can we work on that? And I'm like in my head about my set and I'm like, you really need a haircut. So it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, listen, I thought you were great. I was cackling
Thank you.
over here. I'm really happy you got to do the show.
Thank you
And
for having me. This was fun, you know. And
awesome.
yeah, I also don't want people to, I don't want my ex-girlfriend to know that I'm telling people that I emailed her. So can we like keep that between ourselves?
Yeah, for sure.
And yet I've said this on 3 different shows already.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I will say that my friend who from college who was watching this was like, wait a minute, are you serious? Are you going to email your ex-girlfriend? And I was like, yeah, maybe, actually, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe.
Okay, but like, do you think it would go well, honestly? Like, not to like, now I'm interviewing like you. I know this is your show, but now I'm curious because you know how lesbians are. We gotta know.
Rules here. There are no rules.
There's no rules.
I'll get off the screen, honestly. You want to sign off?
You'll write the email right now while we're talking.
Yeah.
It'll be set.
Yeah.
No, when was the last time you've spoken?
2015.
Oh, that is quite a long time.
I just feel like it's like, you know, what's the point? Because you don't want to ever pop back up just to be like, hey, I hope you're doing well and let's be friends. Because you're like, I'm doing fine, and I'd hope that she's doing fine. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I did it because I wasn't doing fine.
Oh. Oh, well, that's the big discrepancy here.
Yeah. No, if you're doing fine, you definitely don't need this. Like you can, which also seems nice because, you know, I also have just been like, I'm apologizing to people because I feel like I should, and that's a good thing to do, and blah, blah, blah. But no, I was not doing well. And then I was like, I need my friend back.
Yeah, no, that's real though. But I'm glad that she did respond.
Oh, me too. But she took so long to respond that I thought she wasn't going to respond. Wow. And then I guess I felt fine about it. And then when she did respond, I was shocked again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, how was it? 2 weeks?
No, it was a week.
Okay, but still, I mean, that's
it was like still pretty long.
You're sweating there. You're going like,
I know, because first of all, I'm just like, do you even still use this email?
It's the college email.
It wasn't the college email, but I'm like, this isn't your work email. I know that.
Yeah, there's no way.
That's like that email address that I sent it to is like my version of my backup spam email. You know, it's like the email address that I use to sign up for like coupons.
Yeah. I have mine's well, I don't want to blast it on the internet. I don't care.
Yeah. You know.
I'm like Sophie Santos transcription. I did transcription for like a month.
I got it. Yeah. And then you're like, I need this like Starbucks like free drink on my birthday. I'll send it to that email. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I don't know if she uses that email. And I was like, whatever, I'll try. Like, this is the email that we last corresponded with, like, what, 4 or 5 years? I don't know how many years ago, 3 to 5 years ago. So I was like, I don't even know if you'll see this email. And then it was like, quite honestly, too long of an email. And I'm like, I'm sending this to who knows? Like, what if her email got hacked? Then like somebody random is reading this email.
I know. I mean, there's so many things that could have happened, and I would have done the mental gymnastics. I would have been lost somewhere because the internet, it's like a matrix. So it's just like lost. Like it didn't actually get to her. It's just like stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I mailed her a letter
Yes.
It's in email. It got lost. I don't know if she even
There's
read
so
it.
many people that like, handle it, right? Inside.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So many people between you and the person, like, I don't know if she got the email. Then if she did get the email, I don't know if she wanted to respond or not. And then that was like a whole week of me being like, no, this is fine. I said what I had to say. I don't expect a response, like I'm trying to be like mature and
I feel good about it.
yeah, I said what I had to say. I wrote everything I needed in this email. If she doesn't respond, I put it all out there and I tried my best, right? And then by the end, I was like, okay. And then I got a response and I was like, oh no, I don't know anymore.
Listen,
but it's all fine now.
This is, I mean, I really would. I'm checking okay, no one's commented. I figured someone would be like, yeah, I did this too. And then we could talk.
Oh, I know. I'm hoping. I was like, can someone else tell me that I'm not insane? Because I feel like I'm insane, which is fine. But I want one person to be like, oh, I also did this. And I'm like, thank God.
Thank God. Well,
thank God.
The jury's out, but I'm glad that you did it. And I'm glad that you did the show. And
thank you. I had a great time.
And one time we're going to have you on in real life as well. Sometime either.
Yes, sometime. I know we had emailed and I was going to come do the show at some point, but then this whole thing happened.
So in a year.
In a year.
Or two. Okay, well, be safe.
Thank you. You too.
And
good to see you.
It's good to see you. Okay, good luck.
Okay, email your ex-girlfriend and tell me how it goes.
I will. Bye. Okay, guys. Wow. I think this has been one of the gayest shows we've ever had. So many gay things. Just to recap, the gayest things that we've done. Jessica got the same cat as her girlfriend. Sammy is also in a farm share. Dom is becoming a carpenter. And Irene emailed her ex-girlfriend. And it went well. And those are all things that we can be really happy about. Now, here's the thing. Before I end the show's about to be over. I do want to let you all know we're going to keep the donation link up at least for an hour after the show. So this is one more reminder. Please, if you can, anything, this is going to the Emergency Release Fund to help people get out of Rikers and ICE detention who are the most vulnerable. And that's going to be up, and we would really appreciate it. Now, without further ado, I have here the agenda items for this month. Are we ready? Drum roll from your apartments, please. I can hear you all. Number 1. These are the agenda items. Number 1, the names Dharma, Ellen, Kathy, Brittany with an I, and Nat are hereby lesbian names. If you don't identify as a dyke, you must join us as an ally. Number 2, religious schools who continue to discriminate against LGBTQ+ employees will be subject to medieval torture since you're so obsessed with outdated traditions. Number 3, going forth, all professional women's sports leagues should be run and owned by lesbians, full stop. Number 4, from now on, Portrait of a Lady on Fire will be used as social distancing training, specifically the scene with the intense gaze on the cliff. Number 5, and this one's tough. All lesbians must go back and watch Naya Rivera's moments on Glee because her rendition of Rumor Has It alone made us all realize we were gay. And I just want to say this has been really tough for the LGBTQ community. Naya's character, Santana Lopez, was a pioneer for queer women, and she was, a fierce Latinx queer woman, and we love her, So go watch Rumor Has It because you turned gay when you watched it. And number 6, and as always, cast Rachel Weisz in every lesbian movie until she becomes a lesbian. And with that said, this has been the Lesbian Agenda. Thank you so much. I miss you guys. We're going to keep trying to do these when we can, just like you guys were just taking our time and figuring out what the hell is going on. But just stay tuned. We do have a mailing list. I don't know how to get you on it at this point, but email the Lesbian Agenda Comedy, lesbianagendacomedy@gmail.com, lesbianagendacomedy@gmail.com, or just message us on our Instagram, the Lesbian Agenda Show, if you want to stay updated. And that's it. I'm going to watch Great British Bake Off and go to sleep. because it's almost 9 o'clock. So I love you guys. I'm Sophie Santos. This has been Lesbian Gender. Oh my God. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to all your comics. Irene, Dom, Sammy, Jessica. Thank you to LaughTrack and Lauren Mandel. And thank you to my beautiful girlfriend who has been in the bedroom, in the tech booth doing the show. Babe, do you want to come out and say, hey? Oh my God, she's doing it. There she is. That's our producer.